Hi there folks, Gareth here from tracyandmatt.co.uk and from boxings.com and Mobile Tech Addicts, and I have this from mobilefun.co.uk, and we had a look at the iPhone variant of this earlier in the week. However, this is the one for the Samsung Galaxy S5, which I will put in here. It's the Spigen, I'll go with Spigen, Neo Hybrids case for the Samsung Galaxy S5. I think this is the satin silver one. On the back it's a sort of extra tough case for your Samsung Galaxy S5 to keep it in mint condition. And we'll just attempt to... we've got some bits of plastic here that we'll have to cut into with the... Okay. Managed to cut through that, and we have a bit of plastic there, a bit of cardboard, useful plastic case for your sandwiches for lunch. And it says here, problem with the heart rate sensor, no more. Relax, no pressure. That's right, we had a warranty thing on that before, and that's just packaging. So this is the actual case. It's rubbery, comes apart quite easily. Not whilst it's on the device, mind you. So here we have the Neon Hybrid, it says here on the side. We can just about pick that up. We have a clicky button here. On the top we've got a cutout for the 3.5mm headphone jack. No, that's the 3.5mm headphone jack. That's the... I can't remember which way around it is. Oh yes, there's an IR blaster on the top of the... Forgot that part. Then we've got the volume rocker here, down the side. The bottom, the hatch for the connector, obviously super wide because the connector actually has a little door over it to keep it watertight. Then the microphone hole there, loudspeaker on the back there, and camera. That's the obviously for your biometrics on the back. So in here we have some vents to avoid the likes of mold or whatever picking up inside, which does tend to happen if you keep a cover on a phone for too long a period of time. I know I've suffered from that in the past. And we'll dump the phone inside. Okay, maybe it comes apart for this reason, to get this bit on first. And then this bit goes over the top, hopefully. Alright, I've probably done that completely the wrong way. It doesn't seem to be matching up there. I'm going to have to take the phone out again. Oop. Right, let's make sure this is all lined up in the first place. Okay, all the buttons are lined up. We'll drop that in and just force it in. There we go. Okay, so there we have the case on the phone. Makes the phone quite a bit wider. That's maybe about 3mm from 3mm either side, and obviously at the top and bottom. Yeah, it is noticeably wider with this on. However, the plastic around the outside here does give you that extra kind of quality feel to it, because there's rubber in here too. And on the back, this is obviously an anti-slip design. The holes are in correspondence with what's actually on the back of this, the dimple, sorry, or what's in the back of the Samsung Galaxy S5. But yeah, that's a fairly decent case. It does add a good bit to the actual S5. The S5 was one of the smaller flagship phones. It's a lot smaller than the G3 and certainly the HTC One M8. So this kind of puts it up there. With those. So pressing the power button, oh, it's not actually on at the moment. There we go. So getting into the wee door at the bottom, is it easy enough to pop that open to get the charger in? Yep, yeah, there's plenty of space there. It is quite easy to access. It's not covered up in any way. It's a very fine line just there at the edge of the door. We can pull focus there. just towards the edge of the case, but it doesn't actually inhibit you from opening it at all. Microphone hole, it's quite nicely placed. And on the top here you've got the 3.5mm headphone jack. Plenty of space around it for weird and wonderful headphones that people might put in. The IR blaster is free. The top microphone too is okay. And then of course on the back there you've got your loudspeaker on the back. It's quite good. And then there's plenty of space around the camera and the biometrics. They've even gone as far to saying autofocus on it too, which is kind of handy. So that's a fairly nice case. It's not exactly the grippiest of cases. It probably will slide across your dashboard. Whilst this is rubber, it's not textured in any way to stop it from moving, and it's not a sort of, it's quite a soft rubber, so it will slide quite easily. Yeah, no, it's a good case. I'm quite pleased with that. I'll use that on this just in the meantime to see how it goes. Yeah, so that's a Spigen case. You can get that from mobilefun.co.uk for $19.99, and it's probably worth looking into. It's one of the higher quality cases that you'll find rather than the cheap ones that you get out of the market or whatever, and worth checking out. So check out mobilefun.co.uk and pick up yours there. Take care now.